Hi and welcome to Commerce Snacks. I'm Robin and this is my colleague Dan, and today we will talk about retail in recession. And we know that retail online has experienced growth year on, and especially during COVID times, growth online has pretty much been growth on steroids, you could say. And companies nowadays are reaching out to us because they're experiencing troubles on hitting the same growth numbers from the past COVID years, actually.
And we also see that in the different kind of reports that are published now during the autumn, both in Denmark, Sweden, Norway, UK, and etc. There are decreases in e-commerce compared to the years of COVID. And then the question is, what is the biggest threat? One of them is certainly cost to increase the energy, fuel prices, and etc. So, like delivery and returns in fashion becomes like that is a threat today. We also have the inflation that is in everywhere today, and it's quite huge inflation as well, and that is also a big threat for retail as it is. And then we also have the death of brand loyalty. If you don't get the service or the thing that you want, you are leaving and get to another brand today. So there are three threats that are a huge issue today.
Yes.
And we also know that there are others, but we'll not talk about that today.
And short term, you should focus on three things. You should focus on cost, you should focus on the customer, and you should focus on finding means of increasing sales. And if we start to talk about cost and reducing cost, as you mentioned, Dan, in retail it's typically costs around returns. And there are many aspects of what is a return, actually. But from the customer aspect of a return, typically you find that customers in fashion especially, they buy 2 to 3 sizes each time because they're uncertain of the fit. So it's a common behavior that they buy sizes up, sizes down because they're unsure of the fit. If you move between different brands, your size might be a size up or a size down. And here there are a few tricks you can adapt. One, you could obviously have the client's feedback on the different sizes being more incorporated into your product enrichment process and so on, and make the information more accurate on the website. But also, you could allow for user-generated content to be displayed on your website, where reviews on the actual size of different garments are actually communicated from existing clients to prospects. And around the customer.
Yeah, around customers. It's very much about like focus on your existing customers. You have to understand your customers. You have to like create content for your existing customers, so you get them coming back, so you can activate them again, to get them to buy more. And yeah, you will talk about more about the different kind of tactics to increase average order value in a minute. But you have to reduce the churn rate.
Yeah, and if you reduce churn rate, by definition, you will increase your sales. But to increase sales or to sell online in general, to generate sales conducts of three vital parameters. One is the amount of incoming traffic. The second one is your conversion rate. And the third one is your average order value. And since traffic has become more and more expensive, especially the performance and paid marketing in Google and social and so on, the cost of driving customer acquisition in those channels are becoming so expensive, it's actually not adding up.
From a short perspective.
From short-term perspective. And around the conversion rate aspect, it's about time you actually analyze your buying journey and identify these bottlenecks and pain points where the customer has issues and there are drop-offs in the funnel. You need to address it from a UX standpoint and make sure you are actually on top around the conversion rate aspect.
So optimizing every part of your journey.
Yes, yes. So you make use of your analytics in-house and identify these bottlenecks. It's key. And finally, around the increased, the average order value. So you need to make sure, what Dan was mentioning around the churn, you need to be here doing more smart merchandising. You need to be aware of what items are driving high margin, low margin, and to enable more relevant cross-sell. So the average order value is not decreasing, but increasing.
And here we will stop today, but in the next Commerce Snacks we will continue and actually go deeper into the conversion area to see what can we do more in detail when it comes to quick wins.
I hope to see you then.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.